Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Reviews. Back at you today with another one. And today I'm looking at a beer from Magnify Brewing. It's actually a collab beer with Magnify Brewing and Abomination Brewing. It's called Lost in the Fog. So, Magnify Brewing is out of New Jersey, and Abomination Brewing is out of North Haven, Connecticut. And this is distributed by 12% Label Art, or 12% out of Connecticut. Label Art Sam Heimer. I'll put some more information about the beer in the description below. These collab beers are tricky sometimes. I don't know if it was brewed in... Well, it was brewed and packaged by Abomination Brewing Company in Connecticut. But Magnify Brewing Company, which that's their logo there, they're out of New Jersey, and I've had several beers from them. I've never had anything from Abomination. This was canned on July 21st, 2022. It says store cold, drink fresh. So we're looking at less than a month. Or no, I'm sorry, June. So we're looking at just a couple of months on this. It's pretty fresh. This beer is courtesy of Mr. Bumpy Road Brews. Thank you for providing me with this beer. Link to his channel in the description below. If you're not already, go check him out. Tell him John and Ellie sent you. Sub him up. He does great beer reviews. We've done a lot of collab reviews together. And we've been on each other's shows throughout the years, so chances are if you know who I am and you're subscribed to me, then you probably already know who Bumpy Road is as well. So let's go ahead and pour up this triple IPA, clocking in at 11% alcohol. That's a big one, 11%. And what else? I think that covers everything. Triple IPA, double dry hopped with Citra, Enigma, Pacific Jade, Nelson, and Ariana. Ariana hops. I don't think I've ever heard of Ariana hops. Oh, wow. That looks nice and juicy, fresh and fruity. Shake your booty. All right, there we go. Cool can art. Wow, that smells fruity, almost like a berry aroma I got right off the bat. A little bit of like a raspberry aroma. Interesting. Definitely the tropical fruit notes, a little tangerine citrus as well. Definitely some mango and a little bit of pineapple with this. I've been missing pineapple all night. I've been reviewing beers and these New England IPAs. Awesome IPAs from Modest Man. I wasn't getting any pineapple, which I found so strange because that's usually up front and center with the orange with the New England style IPA. So anyway, nice head, poured with about a finger. It's kind of dissipating a little bit, but it's got a very nice creamy looking head. The appearance of the beer itself is a bright orange color. It's opaque. You cannot see through it. It looks amazing. Gets an A+ on the appearance. And the aromas, like I said, really nice. You get the tangerine, a little bit of a berry note in there, some nice tropical fruit action, maybe a little bit of a wheat bready malt note. None of the 11% alcohol is coming through. It doesn't smell boozy whatsoever. So, it smells like a winner. Without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. Wow. Very fruity. Very tropical. Getting the orange, getting the pineapple, getting a little bit of mango. It's weird. I took the first sip I took, and it reminded me of a spirit, kind of like bourbon. Like, I don't know how else to describe it other than bourbon. Like it opened up the nostrils. I got almost like a barrel presence, like a caramel toffee thing, and then immediately it dissipated, and I got the IPA notes. But that was weird. I wonder if that's just because it's 11%, and the boozy effect just kind of hit me. But let's take another sip and see what that was all about. Yeah, it's got a spirit type thing going on. I know people don't think of whiskey or bourbon typically when they drink New England IPAs. There's something about this that first sip, I got a bourbon note. It's very weird. But it's enjoyable. Um, of course, all the tropical fruit notes, the tangerine citrus, the pineapple, the um, maybe the mango, maybe even a little bit of passion fruit in there. It's just definitely very fruity. Some bready malt character in the middle of the sip, and then the finish is relatively juicy, drying though as you swallow it down because of the 11% alcohol, and probably because of the hops in there as well. Just kind of takes some of the moisture out of your mouth, and just it's not a lingering finish either. It finishes pretty quickly, and you want to go right back in for another sip. This drink's very, very dangerously smooth for an 11%, but like I said, that initial sip. Let me take another one, see if it keeps up with that. Yeah, the initial sip, when you first put it in your mouth, and it it opens up the something about the aromatics and maybe the higher ABV. It just kind of opens up the sinuses a little bit, and you get a little bit of like a whiskey effect. It it's interesting. This is a strangely unique beer. It's good. I think if you like spirits, you'll like this, particularly whiskey, because this is reminding me in a lot of ways that the way that it hits the palate initially kind of opens up the sinuses, and then it has like a little bit of like a barrel note to it. It's strange, but it's good. If you like New England IPAs and you like bourbon whiskey, this is the beer for you. Let me tell you, this has a very the play between the higher alcohol and the hops and the malt and everything. It really comes together to create kind of like a spirit infused beer experience. Not just on the palate, but the way that it hits the nostrils and kind of opens up your sinuses and all of that. It's interesting. Anyway, the body is a medium. It's not a super heavy body beer, which, considering that it's 11% alcohol, is very impressive. Everything's there for the triple IPA experience. You get the high alcohol, a little bit of that boozy, spirit-like almost aspect to it. The malt is there as well. You get some nice bready malt notes in the middle of the sip. The finish is pretty dry and going down. Not super bitter, but there is a little bit of bitterness on the back end to kind of round out the whole drinking experience. Carbonation is kind of light, but getting up there towards medium. And like I said, the body is relatively light for 11%, which is really scary. And the mouthfeel, it's kind of it's soft for an 11%. It's very smooth and I don't want to say fluffy because it's not quite fluffy, but it's very, very mellow and easygoing. So I'm going to give this a 97. A 97. It's definitely an outstanding product, getting up there towards the world-class range, but it doesn't quite make the cut. It's outstanding, though. It's really an amazing beer, an amazing collab between Abomination and Magnify Brewing Company. So 97 out of 100 for the Lost in the Fog Triple IPA. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. Thanks again to Bumpy Road Brewery, or Bumpy Road Brews, excuse me, for sending me this beer, or for giving me this beer, handing it off to me directly the last time that we hung out. I really appreciate it. Link to his channel in the description below. So hope everybody out there is having a wonderful day. Buy this beer if you can find it in your area. Try it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And we'll see you right here all on the next one. Until then, cheers, everybody.